Hello and welcome to Welcome English.
The podcast for beginner English learners and immigrants. I'm Jill.
And I'm Jack. We are so happy you are here with us today.
Today, we're talking about something very important. The topic is feeling nervous speaking English?
Yes, if you feel nervous when you speak English, please know you are not alone. It is completely normal.
That's right. And in this episode, we're going to help you understand that feeling and give you some tools to feel more confident.
So, Jill, let's start with the big question. Why are we so nervous?
I think one of the biggest reasons is a fear of making mistakes. We worry that people will laugh at us or think we are not smart.
Exactly, the fear of mistakes. I also think pronunciation is a big worry for many learners. They feel their accent is too strong or they're saying words wrong.
That's a common one. And what about when you're in a conversation and poof, you forget a word? Your mind just goes blank.
Oh, yes, that's a terrible feeling. But it's so important to remember that making mistakes, having an accent, and forgetting words are all normal parts of learning a language. It happens to everyone.
It really does. The goal is communication, not perfection. So let's learn some phrases to help us in those nervous moments.
This is my favorite part. Let's learn some helpful English phrases. These are like tools you can use when you feel stuck or nervous. Jill, what's our first one?
Okay, phrase number 1 is, could you speak more slowly, please?
This is a great phrase. It means you are asking the person to talk at a lower speed. It is very polite and useful when someone is speaking too fast.
Right. For example, if you're at a train station and you ask for information, the person might talk very quickly. You can simply say, I'm sorry, could you speak more slowly, please?
Let's try a mini dialogue. Jill, ask me for directions very fast.
Okay, the library? Oh, it's on that corner, just past the big red building, turn left, and it's right there.
Wow. Could you speak more slowly, please?
Of course. The library is on the left.
Perfect. Okay, what's next?
Our next phrase is similar. Could you repeat that, please?
This one is for when you did not hear or understand something the first time. You are asking the person to say it again.
Exactly. Maybe there was a loud noise or they said a word you don't know. Let's try it. Jack, your total at the grocery store is $14.95.
I'm sorry, could you repeat that, please?
Yes, $14.95.
Thank you. See? Very simple and very helpful. Okay, another one.
Let's do a really simple one. I don't understand.
This is so important. It's better to be honest and say you don't understand than to pretend you do. People are usually happy to explain in a different way.
Right. If someone gives you complicated instructions, you can just say, I'm sorry, I don't understand. They will likely try to use simpler words or gestures.
Okay, another useful question is, what does, and here you say the word, mean?
This is a fantastic question for learning new vocabulary. For example, if you are reading a menu and see the word cappuccino, you can ask the waiter, what does cappuccino mean?
And they will explain, it's a coffee drink with milk foam. This is how we learn. Let's try another one. This is for when you forget a word. You can say, what's the word for...
Oh, this is so useful. For example, I need to cut this paper. What's the word for that tool?
And your friend might say, scissors? And you say, yes, scissors, thank you. You don't need to know every word to have a good conversation.
Let's try a mini dialogue for that one. Let's say I'm checking into a hotel. Hello, I have a reservation under the name Jill Z.
I'm sorry, how do you spell your last name?
Of course, it's Z as in zebra, then IELINSKY.
Thank you. That's a perfect example. Using as in with a familiar word is a great way to clarify letters. Now, what if you're not sure if you understood correctly? You can ask, did you say, and then repeat what you think you heard.
Let's try it. The train leaves at 2:50 p.m.
Did you say 2:15 or 2:50?
2:50. 250. Great. Now let's move on to our next section, real-life situations. In this part, we'll practice using these phrases in everyday conversations. I'll be the native speaker, and Jack, you can be the English learner. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Great. Scene 1. You're in a coffee shop. It's a little noisy. Let's begin. Welcome to the coffee spot. What can I get for you?
Hi, I'd like what is a flat white?
A flat white is a coffee drink with espresso and steamed milk, but less foam than a latte.
Oh, I see. Okay, I'll have a flat white, please.
Sure. What size would you like? We have small, medium, and large.
I'm sorry, could you repeat that, please? It's a bit loud in here.
Of course. I asked what size you'd like. We have small, medium, or large.
Oh, okay. Medium, please.
Perfect. That's a great example of how to handle a real-life situation. Now let's move on to our next section, pronunciation practice. Jack, would you lead this one?
Absolutely. In this section, I'll see a phrase and then I'll pause so you can repeat it. This is a great way to practice your pronunciation and get more comfortable with the sounds of English. Let's begin. Could you speak more slowly, please? Could you repeat that, please? I don't understand. What does that mean?
Exactly. Another great phrase is, how do you spell that? This is perfect for when you hear a new name, a street name, or any word you want to write down. Great. Let's wrap up with a final review. Remember these key phrases we discussed. Could you speak more slowly, please? I don't understand, and what does that mean are your best friends in any conversation.
And don't forget our confidence tips. Try to speak a little English every day, even if it's just for a few minutes. And remember, mistakes are not failures. They are learning opportunities.
That's the most important thing to remember. Communication is the goal, not perfection. Every time you speak, you are practicing and improving. Thank you for joining us on Welcome English. We hope you feel more confident and ready to speak. Don't forget to subscribe for more lessons.
Every conversation makes you a little stronger. Keep practicing and don't be afraid to speak. See you next time on Welcome English.